Words by Barbara Symons. Moving from old to new, this passing age into the age to come, there will be changes, and at times very sudden changes, as we leave behind our former understanding. Acquiring the new set of lenses and donning them affords us clarity of our own disposition. Who are we and why are we here? This message is not for everyone, yet. It is for those that have begun the exodus out from the former glory, pioneering the way into greater bliss. This message is simple for you. You must save your body. The way to save the body is through the renewing of your mind. It is from the mind that all creation takes place, so your mind must be reprogrammed, that is, to save a helpmate for the divine. Heretofore we have believed that we must die. Not so. Even though we are told we are eternal beings, yet we see the vehicle we inhabit return to decay time and time again. But what of this new era where moth and rust does not destroy? There is another dwelling, another dimension that we must migrate into. However, there is a purposeful buffer zone between dimensions. Your task is to bridge the buffer zone, to bridge the gap between dimensions. The Earth school and the dimension it inhabits is mortal, subject to time and limited, assigned an expiration date on purpose. Here on Earth we are learning to exercise our godhood, our innate abilities as beings endowed with the powers of the age to come. We are becoming more and more aware of this innate ability to create and recognize that the shackles of time, limitation and expiration dates are reserved only for those unawakened souls that have yet to reach the morning stretch. Upon awakening, the shackles of time and mortality are thrown off like an unbridled stallion bounding its way toward liberation. This mortal must put on immortality, and the corruptible must put on incorruption. Must. The driver of this age is knowing good from evil. Knowing contrast. This knowing is necessary as we begin to understand the mechanics of creation, the movement of quantum matter by the focus of our thought and emotion. However, to transition the age we must let go of the reins. We must stop eating from the tree that knows good from evil and enter into the all-important era of non-judgment. I will repeat this process so that you understand what I am actually talking about. Non-judgment means that you will stop the release of emotional currency from your body into the fields of potential, thereby bringing a halt to the creating of this dimension that is based on judging and discerning between the knowledge of good and evil. This is the message of the Christ and is what it will take to disengage the ego from this dimension. We must focus on neutrality and stop creating this dimension by judging between good and evil, that is, the continual release of emotional currency from your body into the fields of potential. It is from this position of neutrality that the bridge appears that will guide us into the next dimensional level. Disengagement will bring persecution from the prevailing mass consciousness, but you must not be distracted from your task. As you surrender judgment, the continual release of emotional currency into the fields of potential, your personal vibration will begin to ascend within your body and begin to create your light body, your Merkaba, just like the chariot of Elijah. Do it. Addendum: it is easy to miss the nuance of this message. Judgment is the gavel struck that releases emotions into the ether. If we can discern circumstances without the release of this valuable and creative juice from our body, then we will cease to create more of what we are emoting over. For example, if we become upset at war images played over the media, we are releasing the creative juices that will sustain the same, more war or warlike circumstances. This does not mean that we don't act, it simply means that we rein in the emotions that spill out onto the field of possibilities. We cease to sow our valuable emotional currency at the bad circumstances of life.